our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. All right, here now the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Ilir, the Sledgehammer Latifi! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Sharabutdin!
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, so here we are from the world's most famous arena. It is, of course, Madison Square Garden. This is where the Thug Rose scene went down, DC.
This is where it happened, J.E. Lost for words, so I yelled the same thing over and over again. Pick Rose Namajunas, and you can hear me yell, Thug Rose, Thug Rose, Thug Rose. Oh, nice inside kick. Another leg kick lands.
Early round action here. Captain Hook lands on the kickboxer. Beautifully timed and placed there, and a strong way to start on the feet.
Kickboxers love the high guard. The way to fight the high guard is to throw things around the side. That hook is a very good shot that can land against a guy with that tight high guard.
Making all these shots count. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, early round 1 action here, and somewhat surprising to see the boxer not check these leg kicks, right? He felt like it would be a factor in the fight, and the kickboxer is absolutely having his way early.
It's always one thing to say what you're going to do, but to implement those things, to be able to do it against that guy is very difficult. And to this point, he has not been able to pick up on the leg kick. Now Latifi can actually gain some real control.
Latifi's in half guard now. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep. This has got to be the end of the fight.
That's tight. Oh, he got out!
He actually bridged, got his hips up in the air, used his momentum to take him back towards his opponent's feet, chest down to the mat to get out of that deep submission attempt.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. All right, so he gets back to his feet after that extended battle on the ground, and the crowd is loving it.
The crowd's going crazy because they appreciate high-level mixed martial arts, and that's exactly what you just got.
Nice jab.
He's got great kicks also. He needs to be throwing more kicks in this fight. He hasn't thrown many at all.
Separate after exiting the clinch. Nice kick to the body. 2 minutes to go in round 1. Well, he's not a one-legged fighter yet, but that calf started to show some signs of bruising.
If he takes many more, he's not going to be able to move. Nice shot to the head from the clinch position.
Keeping busy now, connecting with those punches. Another right hand gets through. Oh, lands a beautiful jab. Now touches him with the left. Oh, the sledgehammer Ilir. Latifi lands that power right hand again. This dude is built like the side of a backyard shed. It's amazing to think that that punch didn't get his opponent out.
Clean punch.
Oh, man, another strike targeting that bruised area on the kick.
And now you can start to see it build. And he's really struggling to stand on that lead leg, get pressure on that lead leg. He does a phenomenal job of actually attacking the takedowns off of his punches.
Latifi's in half guard. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. Big punch lands through the middle.
Oh, you land, I land. Is that what we're doing here? Oh, another brutal jab. If you like boxing and you appreciate the sweet science, his jab is as good as it gets.
Yeah, he's the best pure boxer in the MMA. He's one of those guys that if he needed to go into a boxing arena, he could still be competitive. Starts behind that beautiful jab.
Latifi's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. Oh, big head kick there. Latifi gets yet another takedown. Second round, straight ahead. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, 60 seconds between rounds. That gives us a chance to look at some of the replays from that previous round, including some of the damage sustained on his nose.
Yeah, it was a nice shot that landed, that opened up that cut on the nose. Granted, any cut is bad. But this one is in a spot where it shouldn't affect him too much. What we have to watch, though, John, is if the nose is broken.
Right.
Then it's hard for him.
He's got that jab working, nicely done. All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, blood's in the water. You got to go and get it. You got to go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go and hurt you.
Takedown defense holds up. Nice uppercut.
I mean, he's cutting him down to size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Back and forth we go. Oh, nasty cut there, right on the bridge of the nose. Nice jab by Latifi.
Block that punch.
Oh, and there's the double leg takedown, DC. That is just too good, too easy.
Too good, too easy. The timing was just too good. Before he could even defend, he's already off of his feet, going backwards. It's hard to run backwards, and that's what happens when this guy hits his double leg.
Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
He found it really early. And when this guy gets into his groove, he is hell on wheels. And right now he is showing why he is such a high-level, high-regarded kickboxer. He is outclassing this guy.
Nice judo toss for him there.
That was nice. Oh, right into mount.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. We have crossed the midpoint of this fight.
Jab, snaps the head back.
Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's gonna have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cut men in the business, and they are going to need him right now, because this cut is getting worse, and it's only going to continue to get worse because he has got a killer in front of him.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you have got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Back and forth we go. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other, DC.
Yeah, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
All right, has the guard closed here. Latifi's got his head looking for a guillotine choke.
He's got to be careful here.
Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head. All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are. That is a damaging kick that lands.
Oh, he continues to land a high number of strikes in this round. Really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. Certainly have to be mindful that you don't gas out, but you gotta like the output on display here. Always be closing. Busy in the clinch here, the punch is good. Oh, how about the transition to the ankle pick? Now we will see where he goes from here.
Got the ankle pick. Let's see how he advances from this position.
And the horn sounds on round 2. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, let's look back at some of the action in that round, DC. What a high-level display of offensive wrestling.
I mean, this is a joy for me to watch. I enjoy watching a guy maintain this level of wrestling for as long as he has done this. He is constantly in his opponent's face. He's constantly taking him down. Getting taken down and getting up is exhausting. Let's see how tired his opponent is at the start of the next round.
All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts. Put hands on him.
Straight right hand, no good. Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect and will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds. Outstanding pressure from top position here by Latifi.
Oh, he got to his spot. He's got to be careful here.
Latifi's right back to the full mount here. Posture's up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it? Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah. No pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strike. It's
unbelievable!
I mean, wow.
Well, make no mistake about it, he is getting 2 paychecks tonight as he gets the big TKO victory. Wow.
That's unbelievable. It was crazy to watch his finishing instincts on display as he got that massive victory. It was amazing, John. It was amazing.
Let's go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 34 seconds of the 3rd round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Ilir, the Sledgehammer Latifi.
Well, could you imagine what the celebration is like in his hometown right now after he gets the TKO win tonight? He said he wanted to leave the judges out of it. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. He left the judges out of it. The judges could have went to the concession stand because once he got his opponent hurt, he was not going to stop until he got that TKO.
All right, just about ready for live action. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. All right, now for the official introductions. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Atherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Germaine, the Iron Lady, DeRandemie. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Tracy Cortez.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
One of the best strikers in women's MMA history, the former UFC champion, Germaine DeRandemie, ready to go here early round 1. Not afraid to feel out the opposition. This is a very technical, tactical fighter who is not afraid to give up a round here early before she gets going.
Jeez, you can hear that.
Well, her front kick is a beautiful thing, and she got it home there. Gotta think that that's a good sign for her in a matchup with a fighter that maybe has more ways to win overall.
That's a big moment for her landing this particular strike because this strike allows for her to stay standing and also keeps her at a range where she can see what's coming in her direction. Big spot. I know it's only one, but it's very big in terms of where and how this fight's gonna play out.
Let your hands go.
Punch over the top.
And that left hook landed on the button. And both fighters exchange in the pocket.
Great defense. That punch had no chance.
Well, she's establishing the jab.
Big shot to the head.
All right, so a pretty good series of kicks by her there as she continues to really land at will tonight.
I mean, there is no tell to when she is going to throw that kick, and before her opponent can react, the leg is already back and loaded up again.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Germaine DeRandemie.
Hands high, hands high.
Just over 3 minutes to go round 1. Landed that one.
Do not back up. Let's go forward now.
She got that leg kick off quick.
All right, so her calf now starting to show some real signs of bruising, DC.
And that only works because her lead leg is her opponent's lead leg. It's the split stance. It's 2 conventional fighters, so that kick is available to her.
All right, let's go. Throw some knees now.
Oh, and there's another nice kick. Solid kicks across the board from her tonight.
I mean, she throws the kick without any windup. There's no tell to when she's coming.
Cortez gets tattooed by that stiff jab.
Another punch to the head.
Beautiful shot lands to the leg.
Just over 2 minutes to go.
Oh, nice kick.
Counters with the straight right. Oh, beautiful land with the front kick there. Defensively, not a good sign for her that that strike got through.
It landed exactly where she needed it to. She has to make changes, start turning the elbow inside to try to make her kick toe to her elbow.
In full guard now, DC, and I know when you're in this position, you're looking to pass the half guard pretty quick.
Oh, absolutely. Trying to get the half guard so I can start to get up ground and pound. This is exactly what she needs to do.
not only does it get you to a position to get off ground and pound, it also takes a lot of the danger away from your opponent off of their back. Half guard is not nearly as dangerous as full guard. So get the half, land some ground and pound, get posture, and then continue to dominate on the ground.
Under a minute now to go in this one.
Nice transition.
DeRandemie's in half guard.
Oh, she's in trouble, dude.
Man, these women are putting on a show tonight. The crowd absolutely loving it as they make their way back to the feet.
The crowd's going crazy because they just saw two high-level grapplers mix it up on the ground. It was phenomenal to watch. Beautiful kick lands.
Man, that thigh is starting to show some signs of bruising. She's almost smirking about it, right? But got to address it.
You can't laugh at it now. You can't laugh it off. You've got to do a better job of addressing it and deter your opponent from going back to the well. Because otherwise, it'll just get worse and worse.
In the books.
Stop.
Great job. Keep that pressure. Wow. Your kickboxing is spectacular. I want you to keep doing just that. Your leg kicks are perfect.
All right, DC, take us through the replay. Storyline in that round, certainly her kicking game.
She knew that her opponent had more of a boxing stance, so the kicks would be available. She took full advantage of that over the course of that first round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, round two. All right, DC, here we go with our next round. She had a lot to smile about in the previous round. Her striking absolutely on point. Got to think she'll be able to carry that through into this round.
Why would it not be the same? She was so effective. She was flowing so well. She was in her rhythm. Why would she change it? She needs to get off the stool and go back to doing exactly what she was doing before.
Oh, and there's another combination. She's turning this into a sparring session. Just high volume, and her opponent's got to make some adjustments.
Opponent has to make adjustments, but she has to interrupt those combos. When she gets going into her combination, opponent needs to interrupt that. When she is this, free-flowing, it is very difficult to deal with.
DeRandemie gets caught with that punch. Able to land a looping right.
It won't take many of those.
All right, so the damage really starting to accumulate on the thigh, and she continues to attack what is obviously an area of weakness for her opponent.
In her film study, she said she picked up on something. Obviously, is her leg kick defense. She has done a great job of taking advantage of what she found. Let's see how long before her opponent makes some change.
Ooh, big knee. Immediately gets the underhook. Oh, nice straight punch there by Tracy Cortez.
Distance management 101, another punch lands. Ooh, big shot lands.
Cortez's cut, folks, nasty cut on her lip just opened up. 3 minutes and change to go in round two. Left hand connection and a right. Hook shot attempt to the head here. Instead, it's blocked by Cortez. Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round one, but she has certainly picked up the pace here in this second round. It took her a while to find her range. She's in a strong striking rhythm now. DeRandemie's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Well, they don't let you wear headgear, but she don't need it tonight, right? Beautiful job defensively.
She's doing a great job of blocking up top. Nothing of any substance has landed to this point. She lands a huge leg kick.
Oh, how about the slip by her there? I was about to call that out as a land. Her head is moving tonight.
It does not take much to really avoid a strike, and she does it as well as anybody you've ever seen.
All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished. That was a slick transition.
DeRandemie gets up and is back on her feet. Very nice. Circling to her right. Well, it is not the worst cut we've ever seen in the UFC, but a lot of blood donation happening right here, right now, as her opponent continues to target that area.
Yeah, I mean, you have a fighter in front of you who is so disciplined, who is so sharp. You have got to get on your bicycle, you got to get on the outside, limit the damage get between rounds, and then try to reset, because right now, this cut is only getting worse.
So why has she not addressed that thigh kick? Does she not feel that? I mean, it looks pretty bad at this point.
Well, early, it doesn't feel like it's very damaging. But right now, as they add up, it really starts to hurt. It really starts to limit you. And right now, she has to address it because we're getting very close to that time where there's no turning back.
Well, she has really shored some things up defensively here as she blocks another set of shots there.
She said it was going to be a focus, get better defensively, and tonight she's showing that the work has been done.
Well, not just a high output fight to this point, but a high accuracy fight as well. Both fighters have absorbed a lot of damage thus far.
These two women have both fought so valiantly.
Whoa! Oh, big knee to the body. Cortez's nose is cut now, and she's starting to deal with some blood in that area. Big shots being landed on both sides here.
Oh, right hand. Oh!
What a fight so far. All right, so there's the horn indicating the end of the round. We will keep an eye on this cut. You see the cut man racing in there. Cut, it looks like it's on the bridge of the nose. He'll try to shut that thing and prevent it from being a factor for her here moving forward. Looks like he'll close it up now. All right, back to the stools we go. She has absorbed a lot of damaging strikes in this fight. We'll see if she can recover.
She didn't do a good job of moving her head. She was a stationary target, and she paid for it. Her opponent recognized that the target was stationary, and she went all out trying to land big shots, and she opened up a nasty cut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, so next round getting underway here, and if you look at these two women, you may think it's the start of the fight. Absolutely impressive where their cardio is at here as we hit this next round, and you wonder what it's going to take to tire these women out. At least if the first couple rounds are any indication, they look like they could go 25 hard minutes with ease. Man, she's got it all going with the hands, with the feet tonight, and that cut is really becoming a factor now as this fight continues.
Yeah, she's got to move, Jay. She's got to get on her bicycle. She's got to get to the middle of the round so that the cut man can get to work. Because the more she's in there, the more she tries to fight face first, the more that cut is going to open up. She's got to get moving.
Keep your hands up. Use your footwork now.
That hit was bad. Oh, that's over. John, she's hurt. She's done. It looks like it's over.
She lands the straight punch here. Well, how impressive is this young woman? High volume of strikes in the previous round and picking up exactly where she left off here and not really showing any signs of slowing down. She looks like she could go 10 hard fives tonight if need be. She slips that left hand there. All right, so a nice shot there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be. And if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
DeRandemie gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense here. And as she misses with the left punch there. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Oh, she's really starting to put together some significant body shots here, attacking both sides now. Well, it sounds obvious, but she clearly needs a knockout or a TKO or a submission, or she's going to be on the wrong end of the scorecard.
She's got to do something. You are not going to win this fight if you let it go through the judges. Oh, nice.
Go after. Go after. Finish it. Finish it.
In the clinch, DeRandemie's nose is just donating blood by the second here. I'm not so sure that nose isn't broken, DC.
She does a great job breaking that clinch position. Lands a nice leg kick.
Let's go. You can do this. Keep going forward.
Just out of the range with that right hand. What an absolute war on a napkin in the center of the octagon. These women continue to stand and trade, and really both of them have landed at will all night.
They both have landed. Neither has shown the best defense, but it makes for a real fun fight. They're battered, they're bruised, they're cut, they're beat up. But we are looking at one of the best fights we have seen in a long time.
Well, how urgent is this fighter down the stretch? She is really lighting her up now. She found her range in the middle of this fight, and she is making up for lost time. Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed with that one. Getting the hands going here early. DeRandemie's blocking well now. Made the adjustment, protecting what is an already damaged nose.
She looks very clean tonight. Great punch lands. What a great job using the offhand to dictate the pace of the fight.
Oh, man, that calf is getting critical. It's hard for me to look at as a commentator. She can barely stand up.
She can barely walk. I mean, she is as tough as they come. She tried the poker face, but now the poker face ain't enough.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna have to stop this fight.
DeRandemie gets caught with that punch. 45 seconds remain in the round. In the clinch, DeRandemie's cut is only getting worse, making a nice donation to the canvas tonight.
Beautiful body kick lands.
30 seconds to go in this one. Oh, that hook has been there all night. There's another one by DeRandemie. 20 seconds to go in the fight. 15 seconds. Tries the flying knee to no avail. Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score the contest 30-27. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, Germaine, the Iron Lady, DeRandemie.
All right, so the Muay Thai stylist Germaine DeRandemie puts on a striking clinic tonight and gets her hand raised yet again. She really does have an infectious way about her, and it's nice to see Germaine now exhale, share this moment with her coaches and teammates, and big picture, this win figures to really propel her forward at 135 pounds. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Cortez And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Jared the Killer Gorilla Cannonier.
You ready to fight? You ready? Go!
All right, so another big spot here for Curtis Razor Blaydes. And if this fight was happening a few years ago, you would expect an early shot from Curtis Blaydes. But now that the striking has started to catch up with the...
He's hurt. He's hurt. Great left hand.
Pretty good jab there by Blaydes. Nice 1-2 there. And there it is, too easy, too predictable. Curtis Blaydes getting a takedown. He has more of those than any heavyweight UFC history.
He is the most heavyweight willing wrestler there is in the UFC. He's huge. He goes forward, he presses, and the guy has a junior college national championship, and he is not afraid to use it when he goes into the octagon.
Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head. Oh, man, another strike gets through. This could be over soon.
Right back.
Now he's got good body position, yup.
And very effective with the ground and pound. Cannonier gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet.
They're so evenly matched, they're going tit for tat.
Cannonier gets absolutely tagged by that stiff jab. Oh, that's a big weapon for him, but the overhand right not there that time. Nice kick there by Curtis Blaydes. Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round. Times another takedown by Blaydes. All right, into full guard here.
Look for a pass immediately in the half guard. Keep advancing the position.
Stay in tight. Stay in tight. Grab the head.
Cannonier's back in full guard. Blaydes making these ground strikes count. Blaydes is able to switch his stance here. We'll see how the defense responds. Good block there. Blaydes going for the takedown here. Nothing doing there. Quick jab. Just over 2 minutes to go in the round.
Oh, that right hand barely missed there. Nice punch land. He's got to start kicking the body, kicking the head. He's just got to start kicking. Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Oh, hammer fist here by Curtis Blaydes. Oh, good ground and pound here.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Blaydes' kick to the body here. That one appeared to be blocked.
He gets to the single collar pad. Look for him to keep that elbow tight and throw punches with his free hand.
Oh! Blaydes goes in for the takedown now, and he gets it. Beautiful transition there, and he was getting worked on the feet, so a nice job to get the fight to the ground.
Great ground and pound by this man.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground.
There it is, now he's going to mount. Oh, nice.
Cannonier ground and pound from half guard now. All right, feet on the hips here. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. 30 seconds to go here. Just out of range with that right hand. All right, 20 seconds to go in the round.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Final seconds.
Awesome level change. Great timing.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Blaydes. All right, so the round is over. Certainly stunned his opponent in that round. We'll see if he can follow up here after 60 seconds.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job of finding the shot that really did affect the equilibrium of his opponent. Now he needs to go back and find the attack that's going to shut the lights off.
All right, there's the end of the round. So it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands. His opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
Here we are, early round 2. Strike landed pretty cleanly there.
Good right hand from the top.
Straight right hand now, just misses.
Keep those hands high.
Oh, the killer gorilla Cannonier with that powerful right hand tonight. You gotta be careful not to eat too many more of those.
I mean, made his debut as a heavyweight, right? And now he's down at 185 pounds, just demolishing dudes. Cannonier is a beast. He's a savage. And whoever gets in the octagon with him better know they got their hands full.
All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former 2-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with those.
You can fall in love with the striking. But he is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. It gives him a level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight.
Wind it up on the right there to no avail. Some damage being doled out, and now some swelling upstairs on his opponent.
He's not moving his head effectively. He's trying to be face first. Look, you don't have to prove how tough you are. You got to move your head. Be active. Don't be reactive in your defenses.
Hard shots landing on both sides here. While the numbers continue to pile up, 74 total strikes have landed for the heavyweight Curtis Blaydes. And in terms of the efficiency, landing with 57. Just over 3 minutes to go now. Cannonier's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Blaydes is in half guard. A lot of top pressure being applied here. And busy as he looks to improve position here. How do you get out of harm's way here?
I mean, you got to shove that knee, John. What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big, explosive actions, panicky actions are what gets you submitted a lot of times.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Curtis Blaydes. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party, well, that swelling is getting out of control. To that end, you see the referee has paused the action, likely to call on the doctor. We'll see if this fight can continue, champ.
Well, it's so noticeable. You got to check on it. You got to make sure that this fighter is able to continue.
I think they're going to stop this fight. I stand corrected. Doctor's going to allow them to continue, but he's going to have to go for it, I would think.
Yeah, he will. He's got to make some adjustments. And also, he's going to have to lay it all out on the line. He cannot stay back and get picked apart as he has to this point.
All right, so the ringside physician has made his way back to his seat. The referee gets the action back underway. The fans are excited this fight's going to continue.
Absolutely. And I'm just as excited myself. I want to see these guys compete. I want to see who wins. I don't want it to stop because of a cut. I want to see the best fighter get their hand raised at the end of the night. Luckily, we get to try to do that. He passes to half guard.
Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got...
Cannonier gets touched by that kick there. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he
Got hurt again.
Under a minute to go now in round two. Now going upstairs with the left hook.
Another takedown land. Oh, he passes to half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Postures up here and now going to the body with that big strike. Nicely done by Blaydes. Cannonier's eye appears to be closing up by the second.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Curtis Blaydes.
Now he's going full mount. Yep, got to be very careful there.
10 seconds now to go in the round. Oh, huge right hand. Oh, and mercifully, there's the horde. Plenty of action to digest in that round. Hashtag swollen. His face is starting to close, my man.
It looks really bad. I mean, early in the fight, we talked about addressing things right now. He didn't do that, and now it seems as though he's going to pay for it.
Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
Oh, beautiful jab there by Cannonier. Big right hook coming, it's blocked. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here. Oh, man, how many shots to the head can one individual take? I'm not a doctor, but that swelling suggests there might be some sort of fracture.
Yeah, there might be something wrong with him. He's so swollen, he's so beat up, but he's so tough. That is why he's still standing. Normal people could not still be standing in the middle of an octagon fighting right now. Hats off to him for his toughness, but he ain't gonna get the job done tonight. He did not address it early enough.
Cannonier's tough as it gets, but how about the size of that bruise starting to form on his right side?
He passed the half guard.
Well, he's able to get back up here, but oh man, is he on wobbly legs. Well, he's always working off of that jab. Nice jab there by Cannonier. Beautiful shot to the leg.
He hurt him again. Body shot.
And just misses with that big right hand. Oh, straight punch.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Working on the ground here, his opponent's feet on the hips. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
Changing the position.
Cannonier going to work from guard here. Nice combination of strikes there. Very efficient, very effective. Oh, he lands another pinpoint strike there, and no surprise to see the swelling upstairs get worse.
That accuracy, man, it's something to behold. This guy is so good at finding his target. Now, he's got a big old marker on the guy's face to try and hit. You have got a smart fighter in front of you. You have got to move your head, or he's going to keep going.
All right, so at this point, maybe the ringside physician will indeed call the fight. Referee bringing him in to look at that damage.
Got to save the athlete from themselves. Too much damage. Stop the fight, ref.
Doctor corrals the referee. It looks as though this fight will continue, at least for now, but certainly that swelling bears watching as we move forward.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so the ref will get the action back underway after that brief health and safety check, and to no one's surprise, the fans support the decision for the action to continue.
Absolutely. I mean, this official decided you can go. Even though at times the fighter may question whether or not he can do it, we have very smart ringside officials that make a determination, and the determination is get your butt out there and fight. Let's see what happens.
And we have a very smart fighter who is going to have to start protecting that injury to prevent it from getting any worse. So I'm going to hit you, and then you hit me. Back and forth we go. This is one of the best fights I've called all year.
Yeah, one of the best fights. And the blood, the injuries only add to the intrigue. It only adds to who's going to continue down the path and get the hand raised. Both of these guys are so tough. They really have laid it on the line.
Blaydes going to work here from guard. Nice combination there. Everything he throws is with fight-ending intentions.
If you're going to go out on your shield. If you're...
These guys are leaking all over each other. Well, not much of a setup there. Misses with the left hook. Oh, a nice straight there by Blaydes. Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right. Back to his feet. Cannonier's cut on his nose, manageable for a while, maybe not so much now. That thing is pouring blood. That'll do it! With a massive highlight at the Garden.
Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
The venerable Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 17 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Cortez Blaydes.
Well, Curtis Blaydes with another big W here tonight, and perhaps this is a guy who could eventually find his way into a UFC championship fight. I thought he put all the skills together beautifully here tonight. Curtis Blaydes, all of a sudden, a major factor in this UFC heavyweight division.